Hello everyone, happy Friday. I hope you're doing okay. It is time for another English lesson. And today our learning objective is to be able to describe a setting. Now we've spent lots of time we've spent all week on Percy the Park Keeper and the Secret Path. So our knowledge is building up about Percy and his friends. You know, we've described the characters. We have said what the characters are doing. And now we're going to describe the setting. And a setting is basically any place. So school is a setting, your home is a setting, your garden is a setting, the park is a setting. Anywhere you can go is a setting. And there's lots of settings in Percy and the Park Keeper, because Percy and his friends, all the other characters, go on a little adventure and they travel through the woods. They travel beside the pond, they go into Percy's house, and they end up at the maze, don't they? So all of those and more are settings that we could describe today. Can you remember the words that we use to describe things? It's an adjective. We have used adjectives specifically yesterday when we're describing our characters. So I said that the squirrel had a big bushy tail. So the words big and bushy are describing what the squirrel's tail looks like. You might have described the fox as orange and furry, or you might have described Percy the Park Keeper as friendly and tall. You've also used verbs to describe before. So we had a look at the characters and what they were doing, because a verb is a word that describes what something or someone is doing. So it's like an action. We looked at hopping, jumping, swimming. There were swans swimming in the pond. And there were squirrels digging for the nuts that they'd buried, and so on. So we're going to use a combination of adjectives and verbs today to describe a setting. Alright, let's have a little look at the setting that I'm going to describe today. So this is the picture I have chosen that I want to describe. And we can see here we've got Percy, we've got the rabbits following him, and we've got the fox and the swans as well. So we've got quite a few characters in this one. And I need to look really carefully at everything that's going on in this picture, because I want to describe a little bit about Percy. So let's look carefully at what Percy's doing. I can see that he's walking beside the pond and he's wheeling his wheelbarrow at the same time as well. Okay, let's put a sentence together. I'm going to start by saying, Percy the Park Keeper walked through the park. As I'm writing, have a look at the finger spaces that I'm leaving. I'm leaving a gap between each of my words so that I can tell them apart. So here I've used my verbs and I've used the word walked. So I know what Percy is doing. He is walking through the park. So now I want to describe the pond. So I'm going to use some adjectives to describe the pond. So I could say, he went past the big pond. Can I think of a better word for big? Or can I think of another word to go with it? The big cold pond, because I imagine it's pretty cold in there. The big cold pond. And for my last sentence, I want to write about the swans that I could see in the pond. Maybe I could describe what colour they were. That's a really good way to fit an adjective in. Remember, I'm going to put my capital letter at the start of my sentence. The white swans swam on the water let's just have a little recap on everything that I've included in my sentence. I've remembered my capital letter at the start of my sentences. I've remembered my full stops at the end so that I know when my sentence is finished. And I've put in finger spaces between my words as well. When I got to the end of my line, did I try and squeeze in a word at the end? Like pond? I wasn't sure if there was going to be enough space, so I thought it was probably a better idea to start it on a new line. Okay, I want you to have a go now at writing that and then check back in when you're nearly finished for my plenary. Good luck, bye.